Well, there is such an emphasis on spring cleaning when it comes to taking care of your home, but let's not forget winter and summer. Ahead of these two seasons, there are some things you can do around the house to just make living a little more comfortable. Joining us to talk about this subject is Rick Wiest, president of Thompson Creek Window Company. Rick, welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks for being here. All right, let's start with winter. It's top of mind right now. You notice maybe that your house is a little drafty. You're feeling the chill come through. What are some things you can do around the house to keep the winter weather outside?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned drafts because that's probably the number one thing that you can do relatively easily. You got to find those drafts and plug them up. We can't let that cold air in. It's going to be a killer for energy bills. So things like putting mats underneath the front entry door to stop air from coming in. Some people put plastic up over those windows if they're real leaky. Drafts can come from a lot of different places, through the walls, through electrical outlets. So there are plugs that can be put into those to stop that cold air from blowing in. Mm-hmm. Checking the attic insulation as well, and maybe blowing in some additional foam or additional insulation into the attic can be a big help. And there are a lot of drafty areas up in that attic, so you want to make sure that that's plugged up as well. There are some other things that are a little easier to do in terms of window treatments that can help keep the energy in as well, such as closing your curtains at night or opening them during the daytime to get that free solar heat gain that the sun's providing in the wintertime. Yeah. These are some things that can help make it a little more energy efficient.
Wow, it's such a small step, too, and it can make a nice difference, huh?
Sure can.
All right, what about flip side there, summer? It'll be here before you know it, hopefully. What are some things that you can do to make sure that, again, your house stays cool and is not the swampy, hot mess that it is outside in D.C. in the summer?
We do have quite a climate change around here with the difference between winter and summer. In the summertime, sure, things like on a really hot day, closing those window treatments to stop the sun from coming in might give your air conditioning a bit of a break. Not running the stove more than you need to in the summertime is going to help you. Go outside and grill. I think that's nature's way of telling us it's time to get outside.
Love it. In terms of windows for your home, where are we with technology when it comes to energy efficiency? And if someone were to get new windows for their home, or were looking into it and they wanted to keep their energy bills low, what should they look for?
There have been some wonderful technological innovations over the years to help make windows more energy efficient. The biggest are the glass coatings that have allowed us to create heat reflective barriers in the glass, reflecting that heat to whatever side it's radiating from. So in the summer, keeps it outside. In the winter, it reflects it back to the inside. That's one of the biggest areas. We've got triple glazed windows now. We've got different types of coatings that reduce solar heat gain, which is the free heat that you can get from the sun in the winter if you lived in a place that was cold and you wanted to help your heating system get a little extra boost from the sun. There are other locations where you may not want that so much, particularly in the deep south. We don't want to see that. So depending on where your house is, how much direct sunlight you get all year long, there are different solutions that might be appropriate for your home. It's important to understand the technology and making sure that we apply the right technology to each individual home.
Right. And I know doing something like, getting new windows for your home is an investment, but you hear all the time that it'll pay off over the long term with energy savings. How much can someone expect to see come off their energy bill?
That's a tricky question to answer, but I'm glad that you asked it. And there's a wide range of performance improvements that the windows will make in a home. In a test lab, we can see improvements of up to 40-50% in energy transfer through windows. But that's in a laboratory. And unfortunately, our homes are all unique and different. So the amount of attic insulation you've got, how well insulated your doors and your walls are all going to factor into how much you're going to save. For example, the best window in the world installed in your home without a roof on it isn't going to save you a penny. So there's a wide range of answers to that question, and it really depends on how well insulated the home is. But the better insulated your home is, the bigger improvement you're going to see by replacing those windows and doors.
Rick Wiest, Thompson Creek Window Company, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.